Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the ANC party has been struggling to become a parliamentary party. Remember, ANC as of now is not a parliamentary party. Same thing to Wiper and Ford Kenya party. The only party that qualifies to be a parliamentary party definitely is ODM and the Jubilee party. And for a party to qualify to be a parliamentary party, it will need to have at least 20 members of parliament, at least 3 governors, 3 senators, and a good number of MCS. So ANC is not following into that category. And as we are heading to the next year election, ANC has been struggling trying to lay out the ground so that at least they can manage to capture a number of gubernatorial seats and senatorial seats so that after the 2020 general election, they can at least qualify to be a parliamentary party, and in that way, they can enjoy the privileges of getting the political party funds. Something that they have been struggling this year. But the decision by Vihiga Senator George Kaniri declaring his interest that he will be going for gubernatorial seat has just placed ANC party under a threat. And I will tell you why. Now, this is what George Kaniri posted this just 2 days ago on his Facebook page. Having listened to the voice of the people from all over the 25 wards across Vihiga, and having sought the guidance of Almighty God, yesterday I declared that I will be seeking the mandate of people of Vihiga County to be the next governor in the next year general election. Hashtag Mungu Mbele. That is George Kaniri. Hey, 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 hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, after a careful and well thought out soul searching and having sought the guidance of the Almighty God, I hereby wish to declare that I, Senator George Kaniri, will be seeking the mandate of the people of the county of Vihiga to be the next governor in the next general. Having served with dedication and excellency in various capacities, including as an MP and senator, I strongly believe, as you rightly do, that the wealth of experience I have gained over the years and with the support that you have always given me will enable me to perform exemplary well as your next governor. My people, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. The first responsibility of a leader is to define reality. The last is to say thank you. In between the leader is a servant. I am ready and capable of being that for the people of Vihiga.
Now, on this Punchline today, I want to explain to you the reason why I feel that if ANC is not careful, they are going to lose Vihiga gubernatorial seat. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend our video to more viewers or a larger audience. Back to our discussion. Now, Vihiga as a county has had so many problems concerning governing of that county, to an extent that even Governor Otichilu has had a very hard time to access funds to run the programs in the county because of personal differences and competitive interest between the governor and his deputy, Honorable Sais. So ANC had seen an opportunity to use so that they can clinch into Vihiga seat because there is mess in Vihiga, and it's clear that Governor Otichilu getting re-elected was going to be a very hard task. Now, I know some people are asking a question that if Honorable George Kaniri has declared his interest for Vihiga gubernatorial seat, and he is a member in ANC party, so what is the problem or a threat for the ANC? Now remember, George Kaniri is the second person, maybe if he's in ANC, to declare his interest in Vihiga governorship. We also have Sabatia, member of parliament, Honorable Agoi, who has also declared his interest. But one thing that I read in George Kaniri's speech and event, because he was hosting people somewhere in Sabatia there. Number one, George Kaniri seemingly, he might not be coming on ANC ticket. And it is very clear to tell this because when he declared his interest, he did not mention which party is coming on. And in his event, he never welcomed or he never invited his party leader, or he never told public if really he had invited his party leader, Musalia Mudavadi, to attend the event. But he extended his invitation to Senator Wetangula and Senator Aaron Cheriot, Senator Enoch Ule Wakitui, and Cyrus Jirongo. But he never declared which party is going on the ballot. Secondly, as George Kaniri was in his event, the same day Musalia Mudavadi's stepmother was being buried. So there was that service going on where most of the ANC leaders attended that event. But George Kaniri declined to attend that event, and he went ahead to do his function of declaring his next political step. Alikuwa shapanga hii inaendelea. But he still could have managed to go into that funeral, afariji Mudavadi and arudi aendelee na the other function. But George Kaniri decided to go ahead with his function and dumped his party leader Musalia Mudavadi to bury his mother in that way. So Senator Khaniri has announced his next political step, and he is coming for Vihiga gubernatorial seat. And secondly, he is not coming on ANC ticket. So Honorable Alfred Agoi will not be competing with Khaniri on ANC ticket. He might be coming with another political party. And I have heard some people saying that he is going to launch his own political party, but we are not sure because he has not come clear about this. But what we understand is that Khaniri has always distanced himself from Musalia Mudavadi for the past 3 years. Remember, he has been a very close ally of Musalia Mudavadi for the longest time, even in 2013, and he has always ridden on Musalia Mudavadi to get Maragoli votes every time he was seeking to be the senator. Remember, we have 3 main tribes in Vihiga, and you have to consider them if you need a space in the county level. So you have to consider Maragoli, Tiriki, and Banyore. Those 3 are very key players in this politics. So the biggest problem for ANC, which seemingly it has placed the party under threat, is that they are coming with a candidate who happened to be a Maragoli. Because I'm certain that up to even 70-80% there that ANC might give their ticket to Honorable Alfred Agoi. And now Agoi coming as a Maragoli, before he get out to Tiriki and the Banyore community, he still faces a strong candidate in the name of Reverend AKARANGA, the former governor. So AKARANGA has declared he will be on ballot. So already they want to divide the Maragoli votes. And remember, Maragoli is the largest sub-tribe in Vihiga County and the second largest sub-tribe in Western region. So already they had a head start. If Khaniri was not on ballot, because they could have run for Tiriki votes to add on what split they will get in Maragoli. But now, Agoi and AKARANGA are going to split the Maragoli vote. Now, Khaniri is coming there, and he's at Tiriki, so he's coming with the Tiriki vote. It means already he's going to lock Tiriki. Now they're going to face Governor Otichilu, who is coming with the Bunyore votes. And remember, Otichilu has his deputy who come from Tiriki, His Excellency Saisi. So to some extent, he will still manage to get some votes. So to some extent, Governor Otichilu will get some votes from Tiriki, though he has mismanaged his deputy. And because Governor Otichilu still has active network that he's using to manage his government in Vihiga County, he will still manage to convince the people here and there to at least get some vote in Maragoli, then akuja na hizo zake na Watiriki pale apart. And that can be enough to make Otichilu run his second term in the office. But if George Munyasa was not running, then it was going to be very easy to remove Otichilu from the government, because a lot of mismanagement has happened in Vihiga County. And then the kind of treatment he gave to his deputy. If you remember, when Raila Odinga was in Vihiga attending the burial service of Otichilu deputy, says he tried to bring them together, but still, even after just 1 week, that unit could not hold. So already the competitive interest is still there, the division is still there between Otichilu and his deputy. But because now George Kaniri is here, we have Reverend AKARANGA and we have Alfred Agoi, I am sure where Otichilu is just laughing, and he will be happy to have all these people on ballot. He might not win with huge amount of vote, but still he can manage because of this division. So I see ANC failing if really they are not very careful to manage this issue. But still, in one way, because George Kaniri has not announced which party is going on, he might be just setting up his negotiating power in ANC party, because he has been away for a long time, and we have people who have come in, they have shown loyalty to Musalia Mudavadi, and he knew that these people will be considered for ANC ticket. So he might just be trying to place some threat to the ANC party, so that instead of them giving the ticket to Agoi, they can reconsider telling Agoi to go for Sabatia seat, then give it to Khaniri. Then in that way, Khaniri will have the ticket and he can win the election. Now, I don't know what you think about this, but that's my view. So let us meet in the comment section where you can drop your view, and if I left some issues out, you can put in the comment section. Otherwise, I must say thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you, and see you in our next video.